开了吧。好，各位能看到吗？已经有9个人在等了呀，好早啊！发射前还有21分钟。稍微聊一下吗？发射肯定是已经是要开始了，加注应该也燃料应该是已经开始加注了。应该是没有任何因为天气原因的推迟。这是怎么讲呢？小超没有时间做完啊，这个小超大概没有时间做完。开一下吧。那么还有20多分钟。早啊，我这边可是已经是半夜了。为什么我开了直播之后，人数反而是掉下去了？想一下，主要是现在想聊的内容的话，主要就是说这是最后一次龙飞船的补给，还有嘛相关的科学实验，还有就说空差有一个回顾视频和这次那个任务的 pre-conference 就是发布任务前的那个发布会里面倒是提到了一个比较有意思的点，就是上一次一级回收的失败好像也有提到。来，开始录吧。好，各位好，欢迎一起来看今天这次任务 CRS-20，来重录一遍吧。诡异。好，那大家好，欢迎和我一起来收看这次任务 CRS-20。那么，这次呢是空差第一阶段和 NASA 签订的向国际空间站补给的任务的最后一次啊。那么原定是合同应该是2008年签订的，最后是要求应该它是至少要运送大概40多 K 磅以上的那个物资到国际空间站。那么到现在为止 ，NASA SpaceX 应该是完成了那个应该是完成了已经向国际空间站运送了超过95000磅的物资，并且运回了76000磅的物资。那么是远超了那么最初的合同的目标。这时候称为第一阶段嘛，因为这一次之后呢，那么SpaceX 将停止使用货运版的龙飞船，第一版的 Version 1的龙飞船，之后呢将使用和载人同一款的龙2飞船。那么打算呢是同一款飞船呢先用载人，然后再把回收回来的那个飞船呢当做货运使用。那么这是之后的下一次的。那么向国际战略空间补给任务呢，应该是预排在了是8月，也有现在网上的说法说可能被推迟到10月。那么具体应该是要看，那么下次的 DM2 就是真正的载人项目是什么时候进行，之后呢再对应去安排下一次的向国际空间的补给任务。小超也没来太多整理啊，本来呢还想去看一下，就是说他们有哪些科学实验，但是估计现在实验室不够了。那么这边其他内容大家可以稍微扫一下。比较想讲的另外一个内容是，在这次的发射前的，那个 conference， 也就发布会里面提到一个比较有意思的内容啊，就是上一次一级回收的任务出了什么问题？我可以看一下，这个音频比较轻啊，这个先静一下音。这里原话是这样讲的，汉斯是这样讲。再说往前一点。他们就回看了一下当时的那个应该是数据吧，然后，那么一级没有落在回收船上， 而是在空中的某一个点决定是转向海面，而不使回收船不至于遭受危险。那原因是 The encountered wind is not the wind we predicted 。差不多就这些内容，先不能讲太多，省得这边错掉。哦天哪，好可怕！那么它的大概的意思是讲呢，就是说在上一次一级回收当中呢，那么实际一级降落的时候遭受的某个阶段遭受的风呢，和他们的模型预测不一样，而导致呢，那么舰体是中途决定转向海面，而不是向着陆船。那我的理解大概是这样的吧，因为其实舰体的着陆的话，一开始本来就是指向海面的，那么最后它要将舰体挪到回收船上，那显然是要做一个调整的，那么做这个调整动作呢，显然也是要依靠环境因素，有风的因素是肯定有的。也就是说，他们当时在那个执行那个动作过程中的模型预测的风呢，好像是和实际的风情况不一样。那么大概在空中的某个阶段，那么舰体大概判断它之后进行这个转向可能会有困难，或者说或精度不够之类的。那么与其说执行一次危险操作，那么他们就决定放弃了执行的最后的那个转向操作，大概是这样的一个情况。那么这是他应该从他们的软件，就是说从他们数据来判断的上一次一级回收的一个相对比较官方的说明啊，这是首次有这么一个说明，所以在这里提一下，应该是比较有意思。再来看这次吧。那么这次其实也有一个风的问题啊。那么这次天气情况来讲的话，那么最大的一个考量是地面风这次比较强，那么对起飞的时候可能有一定的影响，但是因为也在可控的，待会应该会讲，总共现在去听主播讲。
Liftoff is targeted for 11:50 p.m. Eastern Time or 4:50 Coordinated Universal.
那么现在是发射前14分钟。Kate Tice， 那是可靠性部门的工程师，对他没有印象。
Tonight's mission is a special one as we bid farewell to the first version of our Dragon vehicle, which made its debut in 2012 as the first private spacecraft in history to visit the International Space Station.
那在2012年是他们第一次龙飞船登陆国际空间站，也是第一个私人公司开发的飞船抵达国际空间站。那么从 CRS-21开始呢，就是第二期，之后呢，他们会使用新版的龙飞船。那么今天是一个即时发射窗口，把音量调小一点。
We're just about to hit the T-13-minute mark and counting, with all systems currently go at both our Cape Canaveral
所有的系统是 Go 的状态。那么今天如果因为任何原因延迟的话，那么明天的窗口就是几乎同一时间，提前20分钟左右。
My name is Jessie Anderson, and I'm the lead manufacturing engineer here at SpaceX. Tonight we will be delivering approximately 4,500 pounds of cargo to the space station, including critical materials to support dozens of science and research investigations that will occur on board the orbiting laboratory. We'll go a little bit more into detail on some of that research later on in tonight's webcast. This will be SpaceX's 5th launch this year, and we'll be launching a flight-proven Dragon spacecraft, which flew twice before, back on CRS-10
那么这个飞船是之前飞过2次，这是第3次使用。之前飞过CRS-10和CRS-16，分别是2017年2月和2018年12月。这次是同一个飞船的第3次使用。
We'll also be flying a reused booster, which supported our last CRS mission back in December.
那么这个一级是比105.9.2，之前是在去年12月飞过 CRS-19。
Tonight we will be bringing Falcon 9 back to land at
说是几乎
Landing Zone-1
CRS 任务当中大概有一半左右都使用的是旧复用的一级。 CRS 任务呢也是最早开始附用1级的任务。如果说今天顺利着陆的话，那么就完成之前一次任务都没有完成的第50次1级的回收。
The second stage is what will carry Dragon to its intended orbit, allowing the spacecraft to eventually rendezvous with the space station. With that, let's check in with Kate to get a status update on tonight's mission.
这次没有惯例的火箭介绍。
It's T-11 minutes almost,
发射前
and the SpaceX
11 分
team is
钟。
working no significant issues. The go/no-go poll was conducted at T-38 minutes,
没有什么
and
大的
propellant
问
loading
题。
began
那么
shortly thereafter
发射前
at
35分钟的时候决定了一个
At this
发
point,
射燃料加注的投
RP1
票
is。completely loaded on stage 2 and
那么
nearly
到目前
complete on stage 1. Liquid oxygen loading is underway on both stages and will complete at T-2
他
minutes.
说燃料在2级已经完全加注了，1级几乎加注完毕，这和
Falcon 9 uses
听到
helium
的
as
流
a
程有
pressure
点
to
快。
backfill the
那
propellant
么
tanks
液氧
as
仍然
both
在加注
LOX
当中。
and RP1 are consumed by the Merlin engines during ascent. Dragon also began its startup sequence at T-35 minutes when it coordinated timing with Falcon 9. It's currently undergoing vehicle health checks with the next big step at T-8 minutes when Dragon transitions
龙
over
飞
to
船也在发射前
internal
35 分钟的
battery
时候
power.
开始进
The
入那
range
个
is
它的
ready
城
to
市
support.
和
Now we have had our eyes on those winds going on
舰体进行为
this
协调状态。
evening, but within the last 20 minutes they have been trending in the right direction, so looking good there for now. As with the launch team, Falcon 9, Dragon,
应该
and
刚刚
Range
说
are
是没有
reporting
天气，
green,
但是应该是
and
天
at
气应该是也
T-10
是
minutes
转
on
好
the
了一
dot,
些。
all systems are currently go.
那么
Tonight's
包
mission
括天
will
气
be
和
the
发射
last
场
for this
和舰
version
体
of our
都
Dragon
是勾的
vehicle,
状
which
态。
began making trips to the space station back in 2012, becoming the first privately developed spacecraft to do so.
重
Since
新再
Dragon's
说，
first flight, the spacecraft has
从
spent
2012年起成为第一
520
个
days
私人公司
attached
研
to
制
the
的飞船
International
到
Space
达
Station.
国
That's
际空间
almost a
站。
year and a half. To date, Dragon has made a total of 20 trips to the station, flying over 95,000 pounds of cargo and returning over 76,000 pounds of cargo
那么和我
back
开始
to
说的
Earth.
一样，就说送去的大概
In
是
its 8 years of
9万
service,
4千
Dragon has
磅
also
的
delivered
物
some
资，送回
really
了
cool
7万
and
6千磅左
vital
右。
scientific experiments to the orbiting laboratory.
空
And
差还有一
tonight's
个，
mission
刚
is
才忘了
no
给大家，对，
different.
这是空差的一个总
Dragon
结
will
视
be
频。
carrying dozens of research payloads to
没有
the
放完
space
整版。
station, including the research in the National
要
Laboratory,
把时间留给
operated by
那
the
么这
Center for the
次
Advancement of
CRS 任务
Science
当
and
中
Space,
的
or
载荷的
CASES.
广告。
There are more than 20 payloads included on this mission,
超
sponsored by
过
the
20个
National
载
Lab.
荷，
The
这样
National
送
Lab
到
payloads represent a diverse group of
国
research
家实验室，
investigations,
就是在
all
国际
of
空
which
间
are
上的
intended to benefit life here on
实验室。
Earth. Let's take a look at some of the
那么接
groundbreaking
下来应该就
research from
是
CASES
它
that will
的
be aboard the
载
CRS-20
荷
mission.
的科研，就是关于研究部分的一些广告吧。记得这次还有阿迪达斯的一个。
SpaceX's first commercial resupply services mission of 2020 is absolutely loaded with research to benefit life on Earth. This marks SpaceX's 20th resupply mission to the space station. So what's on this mission? Let's take a sneak
来看一
peek.
下吧。第一个，阿迪达斯，你们信吗？
Adidas, the shoe and
真的是。
apparel giant, will be sending its proprietary Boost shoe technology
那
to
么阿迪达
stations
斯
for
将
evaluation.
研究在
With this
微重力下的一
experiment,
些
Adidas will
那么
observe
泡沫
the
材料
flow
的
of different
结
sized
构。
foam particles and microgravity to improve product
那么
design
之
for
后呢，也
athletes
算是一个材
around
料
the
的
world.
研究吧。
Delta Faucet
这个蛮
will
有意思的
investigate water droplet
Delta Faucet
formation on the space
它
station
是
to
做
enhance
一
the
个
company's
节约，
H2O
那么
kinetic
是一个
showerhead
喷头的一个
technology.
设计吧。
This
他们
technology
想研
takes
究
an
那么
innovative
一些
approach
水
to
流的
water
动力是一
conservation
些细
by
微的性
controlling
质，
the size
来
and
增
speed
强
of
对
water
水流的一个
droplets, so
控
the
制能
water
力。
pressure
那
feels
么
the
最
same,
终的目的
even
呢
though
是
the showerhead
进行这
is
种
dispensing less
淋浴
water.
喷头呢，他们可以
This
使用
study will
更少的
explore
水
ways
来
to
达
better
到
control
类
water
似同样的
droplets,
效果，就是你
further enhance the
吸
H2O
到的时候
kinetic
感觉的
technology.
冲击力是差不多的情况下，但是可以更
In
节约水
addition,。both the National Science Foundation and the National Institutes of Health are funding multiple investigations on this mission.
那么这里是，那么
The
这里
National
讲的是那
Science
个
Foundation is supporting an investigation examining
国家
colloids
实验
and
室那
suspensions
个
and
任务。
microgravity to advance 3D printing technology in space-based
空
environments.
间当中微
While
重力的 3D
NCAPS,
打印技
a
术。
branch of the National Institutes of Health,
那么这里
continues
是
to
一
build on
个
the tissue chips and
细
space
胞
program
软
by funding
细胞
two
软组织的一个
investigations seeking new ways to study human disease and
应
test
该
potential
是培养
drugs.
和成长的一个东西吧。好
Lastly,
像我另外看到
several
一个
projects
是一
flying
个
on
心
this
脏
mission are from
细胞
startups
的
that have
心脏
received
细胞
funding
干
through
细
the
胞的
Mass
一个
Challenge
培养。
Technology and Space Prize awarded by Boeing and the ISS National Lab.
那么这里就是，那么这里就是一些其他任务的一个有点概括性的，包括是药品的开发、新的一些东西、新的疾病的诊断方法等等。
And this is just a quick snapshot of some of the investigations launching on SpaceX CRS-20. To get an idea about all ISS National Lab sponsored payloads on this mission, I encourage you to visit our webpage at issnationallab.org.
国际空间站是一个蛮好的资源，对吧？其实像阿迪达斯这种事情，以后希望我们也有吧。发射前6分钟。
We are currently under contract with NASA to resupply the space station through 2024 as a part of our second commercial resupply services contract award. These missions will use the next version of Dragon, which can fly both cargo and people. In fact, this past week we celebrated the 1-year anniversary of Demo 1, which marked the first time a privately developed crew-capable spacecraft visited the space station. Flying NASA astronauts and helping keep the space station fully operational is a top priority for SpaceX, and our first mission with NASA astronauts is coming up later this year. On top of that, we have more exciting news. SpaceX has signed a contract with Axiom Space to fly 4 Axiom crew members on a Crew Dragon flight to and from the International Space Station. Axiom will provide NASA certified crew training and operational management
这家公司呢合作要进行一个商业的载人项目，有4个座位呢已经卖出去了。将那么就说是商业的一个运营任务，让一般人也不是一般人，有钱人可以去国际空间站进行访问。
International astronauts, or for the regular citizen, are all key steps towards making human race multiplanetary.
逃逸实验后的发布会里面，他们就说了，具体不能说，那么现在就已经暴露出来，就说确实有这一方面的商业合作，那么可以进行商业的太空旅游项目，基本上就已经开始算是一个上马阶段，而且公布出来了。
As mentioned earlier, we're currently loading liquid oxygen into the propellant tanks. Fuel loading for both Stage 1 and Stage 2 is now complete. At the T-7-minute mark, we began engine chilling. That's when we inject a small amount of super chilled liquid oxygen to prepare the 9M1 engine to turbo pumps for full prop flow during flight. You might hear the call out that engines are sufficiently chilled in later in the countdown. Checkouts of the second stage thrust vector control actuators, or TVCAs as you might hear them called, are now underway. You'll often hear people refer to this as an engine wiggle test. This is when we move the thrust nozzle slightly to make sure that the guidance hardware is go for flight. First stage engines also wiggle, but they do that just before, just seconds before ignition. At T-1 minute, Falcon 9 flight computers will enter startup mode and guide the rocket through the rest of the countdown. The SpaceX launch director gives the
是发射台是4号发射台啊，卡角的4号发射台。今年到目前为止，几乎所有发射都是在这个发射台。那么
At T0, the rocket is released from the hold-down clamps for liftoff. After which, the strongback, which is the white truss section that you see there behind the rocket, that will fully retract away, clearing the way for F9
现在呢，就是车为一个小角度，在起飞的时候呢，会完全倒下，就是让路。其实现在呢，就让开一个小角度就已经足够敞开那个火箭的发射道路了。
Range remains green for launch. Weather, winds are still. We're keeping an eye on those. Currently showing at 18 miles per hour from the north-northwest, but still within our limits. So with that, everything is green. Just under the 3-minute mark before launch. Let's listen into the nest for the last 3 minutes of terminal count.
之后呢，它基本上就已经任务就算是基本完成了。那么液氧的加注呢，会持续到发射前2分钟左右。1级到这个时候应该已经是完全加注完毕了。那么一般2级的液氧加注呢，会持续到发射前2分钟左右。所以我们在发射前1分50秒的时候呢，也会看到就是支架塔呢会有一个大量白气喷出的动作。那个时候是加注口关闭之后，把多余的液氧排出的时候的情况。那个点呢，我们就可以来确认，就说液氧完全加注完毕。那么现在是，好像漏说什么？反正好像漏了什么？反正现在应该是一个发射场和天气依然是够的状态。现在发射前2分钟。那 那么接下来应该有的动作主要就是一个就是刚刚说的，刚刚听到了一个应该是加注口关闭的一个播报。那么很快应该会看到，那么支架塔把多余的液氧排出，那么就可以确认，那么液氧的加注已经完全完成了。那么还有一个现在已经开始了。那么就是说可以看到这里大量的白气喷出，那么就是把多余的液氧排出的动作。那么之后在发射前1分钟的时候呢，会进入火箭的 Start Up Mode， 那么就是说进入火箭那么猎鹰9号的一个自动驾驶状态，所有的控制权呢会移交给火箭上的在建电脑系统。那么在发生那一瞬间的火箭也会检查所有的参数，若有异常的话也会在那个时候叫停。发射前45秒的时候呢，最终发射指挥呢会给出一个放行的确认，就听一个是不是 Go for Launch。那么现在看到了右下角播报了，进入了 Startup Mode。那么检查无误，舰体放行。那么再听一下发射指挥的放行确认。
LD Go for Launch。
Go for Launch。那么发射指挥也给出了放行确认。今天其实是据说是地面风比较大，现在看上去好像还行，看上去还是可以的样子。总共呢发射前30秒，接下来呢就看呗。这个发射台是非常，今天看好多次。我比较担心降落的情况，主要是发射应该是不会有什么问题。10秒。
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. Carpe diem, Dragon 1.
Vehicle is pushing downrange. Now 115.
哎呀，天气不错呀，好像没什么云的样子，待会回头照片一定很好看。那么应该待会会有50秒左右的时候会有一个引擎工作的状态播报。
Power and telemetry nominal.
At T plus 45 seconds, Falcon 9 has cleared the towers, and the final Dragon 1 flight is underway. Everything looking nominal for
Falcon 9 is
stage 1.
supersonic.
刚才是有超音速
We
播
heard the
报。
call out that the vehicle is supersonic.
超音速之后呢，应该很快就会到达 Max Q。Max Q 呢，就是火箭最大空气动阻的时候，也是火箭舰体负担最重的时候。到达 Max Q。那么过这个点以后，火箭应该就是基本上就没有什么问题了，安全了。因为 Max Q 一般来说是最危险的时候，负荷最重的时候。那么之后呢？那么之所以负荷会减轻呢，是因为就是火箭速度依然在不断增加，但是呢，大气的密度呢开始已经进入快速降低的状态。所以说总体的火箭的动压呢会反而处于一个变小的状态。那么随着气压的降低呢，我们也可以看到尾焰的扩散呢变得更加明显。那么之后会有个 MECO， 就是 Main Engine Cutoff 1级的分离熄火和分离，之后呢也会有2级的点火。3个动作呢是在10秒之内执行的，应该是在2分20秒左右的时候。地面画面可以看到，尾焰扩散越厉害呢，这个热膨胀的更剧烈，热膨胀也使得尾焰的温度变得更低，尾焰会变得更暗。好，1级熄火了，1、2级内部画面，左边1级，右边2级，分离。2级点火吧。点火。
And there on the right-hand side of your screen, and by the cheers in the crowd behind me, We have visual confirmation of second engine start as that warm glow begins to build.
那一级也是一级要进行陆地回收，所以说一级在掉头之后会有一个点火，来取消它的水平速度，飞回陆发射场。那么陆地的回收是一个3段的点火回收，是在分离之后呢会有掉头点火，之后呢会有一个载入大气点火和最后的降落点火3段。
So the first stage has to completely reorient itself and head back west. It was flying east, now it's going to flip around, head back west towards the Cape.
2级画面应该是看到鼻锥分离之后从画面上经过。
In 5 seconds.
那么1级的掉头点火差不多结束了，要结束。
Our temperature and power readings there, and we can see on the left-hand side of our screen that the boost back burn has completed. Second stage looking good as Dragon is on its way to the International Space Station.
那么1级的着陆这次让我看一下，着陆应该是8分左右的时候，小超呢？
Vehicle is on a nominal trajectory.
好，刚才播报方向良好。那么1级的载入点火预定是6分30秒，那么着陆是在8分17秒。
In order to make its way back to landing zone 1, the first stage executes a series of 3 burns. The first of which you just saw is the boost back burn, and as Kate mentioned, this is meant to slow the rocket down and orient it for re-entry. It also helps Falcon 9 laterally return to the landing zone.
那么第一段点火区别其实很好理解，因为海面点火呢，它其实在水平方向上呢还是在继续往前走的，所以说不需要这个第一段的一个掉头点火。而因为返回陆地发射场嘛，那么希望所以说你要把水平方向速取消，甚至往回走，所以说你肯定需要进行反方向的一个点火。
So then, following the boost back burn, Falcon 9 executes its re-entry burn to slow itself down before hitting the dense part of the atmosphere. And then the last of the 3 burns is the landing burn, which begins just before touchdown, and that's to slow the vehicle down rapidly right before landing. So far, second stage is still looking good. It's T plus 5 minutes, and the second stage is taking Dragon to its targeted orbit.
这次照片应该会不错。
We've had an on-time liftoff just a few minutes ago, and we're just about a minute away from that second burn on the first stage.
龙飞船应该是在9分35秒左右的时候放出，之后呢是12分钟的时候呢会有一个太阳能展开，就可以宣告整个全任务的完成。
It will be our 50th landing.
之后还有一些其他动作，那就是2个小时以后的事情，那么就不会包括在直播过程之内。大概是这样的一个情况。
Second stage continues to follow a nominal trajectory.
继续有一个良好的轨道。
If you're just now joining us, it's T plus 6 minutes, and we're about 30 seconds away from the first stage entry burn, which will then be followed by the landing burn and landing of the first stage on our landing zone 1 in Cape Canaveral.
那么现在差不多要进入一个载入点火了1级的画面出现了。1级本身看不到，但是可以看到地面的灯光。
See on your left-hand screen, this is a view from the first stage.
10秒。
You can see Earth
载入点火
with all the lights lighting up the
看到3个队
ground.
隐隐约约的。
Once that entry burn begins, we should be able to see that light up that screen on the left side.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
And there it is. Entry burn has started. This burn will last about 20 seconds long.
20秒的载入点火。
Again, as I mentioned earlier, there's those grid fins that you can see on your left-hand screen near the top of the first stage. That's guiding the vehicle to the landing zone. And there's that shutdown of that entry burn.
那么在后
We're
之
just
后呢
about 40 seconds away or so from the landing burn start.
应该是7分50秒
The
左
landing
右
burn
开
will
始
last about 30 seconds before the vehicle
7分50
touches
几秒的时候
down.
开始是着陆点火，也就很快了。因为这次是一个地面的回收，所以说画面应该不会中断，大家可以期待一下，应该会看到非常连续的画面。
And it is a bit dark since it is nighttime over there in Cape Canaveral, but we should be able to get a live view of this landing.
那么这个压音速照会保持到那个再次着陆点后开始。好，开始了。
And there's that landing burn starting.
当当，历史上地面风速最大的一次着陆，有点紧张。
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
着陆器打开。好的。没什么。
And the Falcon has landed for the 50th time in SpaceX history.
54
Amazing live view all the way to touchdown.
54一级回收终于完成了。上次没能完成的，由这枚 B1059 完成了空察历史上第54一级的成功回收。
Congratulations to the entire SpaceX team for another successful landing. This marks our 50th successful first stage recovery, which is an important part of our commitment to vehicle reusability.
OK， 还很准啊。
A lot of excitement as we hit yet another milestone here. There's a big crowd in mission control behind me, as you probably could tell. So at this point, second stage is performing nominally. We had an on-time liftoff from Cape Canaveral, and among all the excitement, we did get the call out for a second engine cutoff. So at this point, we're waiting to hear confirmation of good orbit. And we do have that confirmation. So good orbit has been confirmed, and at this point, second stage has one last major task to perform, and that's to command separation of Dragon, which should be happening in less than a minute from now.
注入轨道已经确定良好，那么应该就是正常进行一个分离的动作。
We should have video here. There we can see a view into the Dragon trunk. That is the unpressurized section.
我们现在看到是龙飞船底部的未加压的舱，货舱，没有放多少东西啊。好，龙飞船也放出了。
这
次任务其实就已经没有什么，那么这次任务会持续到，那么在2分钟以后呢，龙飞船的太阴力一打开，那么就可以宣布到这次任务的全部结束。当然那个是出不了问题，所以到这里基本上就已经没有什么问题。老马之前说这次的一级着陆是可能是地面风速最大的一次，不过刚刚看的画面上还好，可能是天气有所转好，或者说还真的就是达成了一个最大难度的一次地面回收。不管怎么样。
But most of the cargo represents science going up to the space station.
那么刚才说，这次的载荷呢是对国际空间补给，那么有很多是宇航员的食物啊和衣服这些东西，但更多内容呢主要是科学实验的用具。我操，他们演播直播室里面好热闹呀！哎，在上次的一级回收之后，这次看到之后就确实感觉还是有一种不同的振奋感。
The second stage, that was the MVAC engine that has been shut down, obviously, as you can see. As Dragon is moving further away from our second stage, keep in mind that this is just the beginning of its 2-day journey to the space station.
那么龙飞船呢之后会在和国际空间接轨是2天之后，是礼拜1的时候。
We'll also have guidance navigation
那个时候
control
会
or
在 NASA 进行一个
GNC
直
door
播，但那个
opening,
直播
but
我是不会做，
unfortunately we
因为
won't see
特
the
别慢，
GNC
它
door
整个对接过程
opening
大概有
live, but we
2
will
个
be
小时左右。
able to catch solar panel deployment, which
看你
is
从哪个时候
what we're
算起，整
waiting
个
to
过程
see
有点
on the
慢。
left-hand side of your screen. Right now, the solar arrays are compacted, folded
那
up
今天最后一个事件，
along the side
那
of
就
the
是
Dragon
等
trunk,
待
and that's the
龙飞
view that
船
we
的
see
太
there
阳
on the
能一的
left.
展开。那么离这个事件发生应该
As
还有
I've
10
mentioned
秒
a
左右
couple
的时候
times
时
tonight,
间。
this is the final cargo resupply mission to the International
这
Space
就会
Station
标注着
using
最
the
后一
first
次
version of our
第一阶段
Dragon
的
vehicle. The
龙飞船
upgraded
国
version
际
that
空
we're
间补给
using
任务的
next
结
has
束，
a
也
different
是
trunk design
货
than
运
the one
龙
that
的
we're
最后一
currently
次
looking
任务
at.
执行。
In the new version, oh, there we have visual confirmation of deployment of the solar arrays.
好的，
As Dragon stretches its wings for the very last time, I'd like to congratulate the SpaceX and NASA teams that have designed, built, tested, and supported this spacecraft over the last decade. Your hard work has paved the way for the first Crew Dragon flight with NASA astronauts later this year.
那么可以看到这最后一次的太阳能1的展开，也标注着这一次CRS 任务的完成。一个篇章的结束和新一页的开始吧。
Dragon will perform a series of orbital height adjust maneuvers with its Draco engines until it's within a few kilometers of the International Space Station. Then Dragon will establish a communications link with the space station. And then we will perform a series of checks on the vehicle. And when both NASA and SpaceX are ready, we'll initiate a slow approach to the International Space Station, pausing at several checkpoints along the way to ensure crew safety. When Dragon is within 10 meters of the station, the astronauts aboard will capture Dragon using the station's robotic Canada arm in a process called berthing. Finally, Mission Control in Houston will send commands from the ground to the station's robotic arm to rotate and install Dragon to the Harmony module. Dragon will remain at the space station until the beginning of April before returning to Earth with research and return cargo.
We had an on-time liftoff from Cape Canaveral Space Launch Complex 40, a beautiful ascent and return of our first stage for the 50th time, landed back. We landed the Falcon 9 for the 50th time. And as you just saw on your screen, a beautiful stretching of the last solar array deployment of the first version of Dragon. Dragon's arrival, capture, and installation to the space station will be streamed live on March 9th, starting at 5:30 a.m. Eastern on NASA TV. Dragon will spend about 4 weeks attached to the space station before returning to Earth with cargo and research.
That's going to end our live launch coverage, but we'll be posting mission updates on NASA and SpaceX's social media accounts. We want to give a big thanks to the range and the Federal Aviation Administration for their support today. And finally, thank all of you, the viewers, for joining us for such an exciting mission tonight. Until next time, have a great weekend.
期待之后的拍摄图吧，不错不错，大家看都开心吗？不错不错。这次的是地面回收当中的风速最大一次，至少从预报来看说是这样的，但好像是在发射前的时候有一定的天气好的回转，具体到底有多强我们也不是很清楚，但是肯定相对来说是比较有挑战的一次吧。总之是还是顺利完成了空差的第50次回收。那么就到这里吧，看看大家还有什么没有什么问题对吧？我看大家的评论还蛮多的，都很开心啊。总之这次的视频就录到这里吧。那么就宣告这次任务完成，还是不错的一次任务，也期待之后后续那么航天摄影师拍摄的各种好的发射图吧。那么这次任务就到这里，希望大家喜欢这次的直播和解说。那么视频就到这里，希望多谢大家支持，拜，下次见。那么录制就到这里结束了。那么这次的话，就是说，什么直播还不恰当嘛？就是这里的话，我可以直接上传到 B 站，但是现在 B 站的审核特别慢啊。那么我可能会我可能也会传到油管嘛，就直接有了。那么你看这里是一个阻塞的状态嘛。那么我可能在微博也会传一下。微博的话，我的账号名是完全一样的啊，就是不过大家能在油管看，其实没有什么区别。反正我待会再说一下，我在微博上也会传一下。那么抽奖嘛，抽奖领到1万粉了，我再抽奖。传一下。又到炫耀网速的时候，900兆的视频，1分钟。好的，那我这里也就差不多了，把这里的内容写好之后，我也就结束了。那么油管的直播也就到这里了，感谢大家过来赏脸观看。那么今天也就到这里了，大家拜拜。